Hey guys, we're here in the Winnipeg Jets equipment room. Blademaster, represented by El Moon, along with myself, are going to take you through the Blademaster Profiling system and the way I sharpen skates. There are multiple ways to sharpen skates. My way is just one way of doing it. Everybody has their own technique, and as long as your players are happy, you're doing a good job. Profiling, there's about 4 major types of profiling systems out there. We're going to show you the Blademaster way. So first we'll walk over to the skates here and measure out the steel heights. So with this process, you want to make sure you find the blade that has the least amount of steel on it. With the new blades we have, heights are going to be pretty much bang on, but if you're doing a profile on a skate that may have been sharpened a couple times, you'll definitely want to measure to find the blade that has the least amount of steel on it. So I just checked a quick 3 points here at the profile center, ball foot center, heel center. I find that my marks here at 18, 18 and a half, and 19. And same on this one, equal height. So we can start with either blade. So we're going to find our 3 points on the steel here with the Blademaster gauge here. So we're just going to put it in so we're measuring off the toe and the heel of the skate to find our blade center. Make sure you get pushed right up against the pins here. Then you can lock it in. There are 3 points. Just draw a straight line so you can see what you're doing when you get to the machine. I'll head over to the sharpener here. And we're going to do a 9.5, 10.5 foot profile. And with Blademaster system, you have to make sure you sharpen or profile heel to toe, just because that's the way their setup, their profile is set up with both their pitching system, which is right here, and also the combination profile. So first, you want to put the blade in. Make sure you get lined up right with the 2 white lines here, so your blade center is in the center of the holder. And then over here, again, when you're doing a profile, you have to remember that it kind of goes in an X pattern here, so that the 9.5 is actually going on the front of the blade, and the 10.5 is going on the heel of the blade. And that's why you have to go with heel to toe. It's very important there. First, we'll get everything into the tracks here. And we're going to run this at about a pitch of a 64th of an inch. And Al is going to show on a slideshow after the how we come to those measurements. First, we just want to feed this up so it gets right up to the steel, up to the wheel, sorry. So you're just brushing it. Scale it back a bit and then we'll get started. Firm hold on the holder. Sharpen back and forth until you get to a light point in the grinding. And move it in a quarter of a turn each time you want to take off more steel. And to know when you're done, you'll go till you get to the heel center mark on the blade. And we're about half an inch off from there now. Now I've hit that point in the heel center. I'll show you in a second here, but before I want to take this off, I want to lock in my guide point here so that when we do the next blade, will be matched to the equalness of this blade. So you can see here, your ball foot center is irrelevant in this case because we're doing a pitch forward, but we've come right to the just past the heel center here, and that's where you know you got your 10.5 mark into the blade. Now we're going to set this blade down, let it cool off. And find our 3 points on the second skate. Now on this skate blade, we will set up the same way we did the first time. Make sure that we get our points exactly in the center of the holder here. Just guide it up so you're just about to hit the blade when you start. And now we know we'll complete this profile once we come to our locking pin here. Now I've hit my restraint here, the locking pin, and I've also came to my heel center. So it's worked out well because we measured to begin with and found that both blades are equal height. So we're not getting an issue of having one blade taller than the other one. Run it over a couple more times. See here again that we got past the heel center and we've covered the whole point of your profile here. And now it's profiled and we'll take you through the next step. There are multiple profiling templates you can use. For the Blademaster one here, you got like your standard 9-foot, and you have some combination ones as well, a 9/10 foot. Here we got a 9/10 foot with a 50mm balance point in the center. And then here's standard 10 foot, 10/11, and standard 11 foot, and as we did the 10.5 or 9.5, 10.5 on the sharpener here earlier. So there's multiple templates you can use, and Blademaster catalog will have all those. Okay, now that we've done the profile in both sets of steel here, we're going to measure out our points again to make sure that everything's equal. Now where I had 18 written here off my ruler, it's now reading 17.5. So we know we went a 1/64 of an inch pitch forward. And the other points are reading, just memorize where those points were, make sure they're equal on the other end. Same in front, 17.5, middle's closer to 18, back is still sitting just shy of 19. So we know that both blades are of equal height and that we've got our pitch of a 1/64 of an inch completed. So now we're going to walk back to the sharpener here and I'm going to show you blending the toe in. So you can see here how the blade looks, the little hump right here in the toe. Just from doing the pitch, it's going to create a dip right here, so we got to equal the toe back into it. And also we're going to cross grind to heal a little bit so we're ready to sharpen after this process. Now here I'm just going to work on that hump. Now I got that blended nicely here. It comes to a player's preference how much toe he wants left. I'm going to leave this much, so I like to keep as much toe on the ice as possible. Some players may come to you and say they want this rounded more and be quite aggressive on their toes, and again, that's player preference. So if they want to have less toe on the ice, that's ultimately going to be the player's decision. And we'll do the same to the other blade now. And as you're blending the toe, I always count how many little movements I did. So there I did 19 quick little passes over this area. So I make sure I do the same to this toe so we're keeping it as consistent as possible. Now we have that blended as well. We got the blade looking nice and square. We got the profile ready, and now we're going to move on to sharpening.